Hey everyone, Lance Walker. Wanted to answer the question that has come up multiple times, and that's how to scale. And so for me, I started out as a property manager in San Francisco, making $150,000 a year, and I was burnt out. I was working 12-hour days. I had about 20 clients, and I was managing about 200 units, which comprised of multifamily, commercial, et cetera. And so at the time, I really, really just wanted to not be so tired, and I didn't want to work 12 hours a day, which was like 60 hours a week, and I wanted to make more profit. So every single person that's come up to me in the last week, it's kind of incredible. From my hypnosis person that I work out, mind altering things like how to increase productivity and how to have the values that I want at work and in life and creating those connection and bonds. Like he came up to me and was like, "Hey, it's 2025. Can I ask you a question? Like, how do I scale my business to get to where I want to go?" My hypnosis person asked me this. And then even other high school friends that I've grown up with that have been entrepreneurs on the fitness side have asked, how do I scale my business? And to be quite honest, like if there is a capital way, a human capital way, unless it's like a software and it's like, okay, set it and forget it, like a George Foreman, if you will. The whole idea is to build the pyramids with other people, whether that's through brute force or whether that's through partnerships or encouragement or what synergistically, collaboratively, however you want to slice it and dice it. But in America, for entrepreneurs, that's usually in hiring a 1099 contractor and or a W-2 employee. And essentially, if you go on ChatGPT, you look up what's the percentage of net income in my business, guess what? Every single dollar that you generate is you're usually going to make after taxes, EBITDA, earnings before interest and taxes, appreciation, all of those things is probably around 20%. It might be as high as 30%. If you own a bank, it might be 200%. Whatever it is, you as an entrepreneur should focus on what you are good at. So imagine the first time you sold a client, whether that's fitness or hypnosis, whatever it is. That's what you're good at. That's what you're passionate about. Maybe you're amazing at the hypnosis or catching fish or selling whatever you're selling. You're amazing at that. You're passionate about that. You're helping other people. So how do you scale to help other people in that dynamic way? And I would say if you focus on that, on business development and on lead generation and on marketing, and you sign up as many accounts as you can and figuring out how to do that, that is your highest value. Because yes, you could be offering the services yourself, but if you look at attorneys, like commercial attorney firms, essentially there's partners in a business, and then underneath them are different partners and different attorneys that handle different caseloads on teams, and they assign work to them based on deadlines and productivity. And they're probably working 70 hours a week. But long story short, they are scaling the business based off human capital and based off the services that they provide. So for, I would say, like 80% of businesses in America, this is an easy fix. Whether you own a brokerage company, a real estate firm, what have you, this is the easiest way to make it happen. And so did I take a pay cut of almost 50% or at least 40% when I brought on that new employee? Yes, I did. But when you're paying to be invested in your company, when you believe in your company, even if you're not making as much as you'd like, you will find a way to maximize that. And will you grow out of that initial awkward season of, hey, there's two people that are taking from the well, if you will, from revenue. And do we need to increase sales? Yes, we do. Will it motivate you? Yes, it will. So some easy ways to get human capital for not a huge cost is one, internships. Especially in the summer or the winter months, there are programs where you have to graduate college. I remember when I got my finance degree from the University of Hawaii, they were like, you have to complete a non-paid internship and you'll get credit and you need this as your capstone final semester. So I went and I did an internship for many companies, but one of them, they did light retrofitting in Hawaii. And so I needed to get it done. And they had my human capital doing Excel spreadsheets for them. and some of those reporting for them, some of the brunt work for them, so that they could use those reports and make educated decisions, at the C level. And so that's a great opportunity. We've done marketing internships for the last year at my company, and it's amazing. Even especially in the Bay Area, there's a lot of synergy. There's a lot of brainstorming and a lot of high fives. But essentially, if you don't know about something, anybody that comes into the door, maybe they know like Facebook ads, or maybe they know IG, or maybe they know LinkedIn or direct marketing. And so for the last year, we've been having these interns that have come up that have given like creative ideas for marketing, which is like amazing. But if I was just starting a new business, I would look and I'd put on Indeed, even if it's minimum wage, 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. So maybe that's only $1,600 a month, and essentially have these interns. So to help you with the business. So one of my friends' business is in fitness and kinesiology, and we put ads on there. We were able to get a few resumes of people that were currently graduating in kinesiology. And so that's an opportunity for him to explore at a very low nominal rate. And when I hired my first employee, I could only afford, $100 a day. So that was like $2,000 a month. And essentially I had the person answering calls. But when you're the fisherman, imagine you're like a crabber and you're on the deadliest catch and you're the fisherman. So you first buy all the fuel, you supply all the crab pots, then you go out there by yourself, then you drop the crab pots, then it's impossible for high scale production for one captain to do it by himself. And so imagine like if the people in Egypt were like, hey, I want to build this pyramid, and that's like, wow, that's amazing, but there's only one person and like one idea. They're not going to be able to get it done. I mean, obviously they didn't have W-2, but a similar story where it's like, hey, at the end of the day, we need to do a very large project. We have big dreams, we have big aspirations, and you need human capital. So she answered the phones. She helped send some emails. But what I realized in this industry is for attorneys down to property managers, you need people to be client side. And so hiring account managers and then creating systems around them that might be like accounting or call center or what have you to support them is ideal. And so if you can create multiple fishermen or women and have them scale, then essentially if you pay someone $100,000 a year in salary, you're more than likely making anywhere from gross to like 40% to 20%, based off every single dollar that you bring into the company. And so I just want to encourage everybody, if you haven't hired your first employee, please do it, and drop a link in the comments and just say, hey, this is what I tried, this is what worked. And obviously, when I was in college, the best way to get a good employee isn't to train them, isn't to put them through all these programs and things like that. The best way to get a good employee is to hire a good employee. And so, believe it or not, like probably per year, I've hired and fired probably like 15 people. I mean, it's just like not a good fit, remote, not the work ethic that we want, not a good cultural fit, whatever that looks like. And so is it going to be scary? Yes. But you as an entrepreneur should know, hey, like kind of like Elon Musk says, was like starting a company is like staring into the abyss and eating glass, So at the end of the day, like you're out here against some of the crazy storms, and having a team and a team effort to help you get to where you want to go is going to get you to where you want to go. And so that $150,000 revenue, I mean, that has gone up to almost like 10x today. So we're super excited about that. And at the end of the day, it's just all about creating relationships and expanding the vision and the dream and making feel customers heard and understood. So I want to give you that. If you need anything else from me, my name is Lance. Feel free to give me a shout. All right, cheers, bye.